One of the questions I have gotten from a lot of my friends and cousins is it possible to get COVID from the vaccine? And that's a really good question because vaccines come in lots of different forms. The mRNA, which is the way that the vaccine is delivered to our body for COVID, cannot actually give you COVID infection. It allows your body to prep an immune response that actually protects you from getting an infection. So no, the vaccine cannot make you sick with the COVID virus.
There's a variability of symptoms after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. Most patients will be completely asymptomatic without any symptoms at all. However, you may develop fever or chills. That is more likely after the second vaccine than after the first, and it's more likely if you've had COVID-19 infection in the past. The truth about the symptoms is that this is really your body developing an immune response, and so we remind patients that even if you develop fever or chills, that is not something to be concerned about. Simply remember that's your body doing what it's meant to do, which is to jumpstart your immune system.
So one of the things that's been really interesting is engaging in a lot of conversations with friends and family who have tons of questions about the vaccine. One of those questions has been about, if they do get a side effect or if they don't get a side effect, how do they know that the vaccine is working? So there are definitely some individuals who will have a little bit of fever, have some chills, maybe experience a lot of fatigue or headache, and that reaction is something we expect from the immune system. And so for those individuals, they may not like the side effects, but they know the vaccine is working. For other individuals who sort of feel normal, maybe a little bit of pain in their arm, but otherwise nothing at all, sometimes they worry that the vaccine didn't take or that it didn't work. And the reality is whether you have symptoms or don't have symptoms, as long as you have gotten the vaccine, we know that it is efficacious and that it's protecting you.
Since the COVID-19 vaccine does not have live coronavirus in it, it should not affect your COVID testing.
So if you remember from your science classes, mRNA sounds a lot like DNA, and DNA is the thing that sort of tells our body how to build itself and how to be put together. And there are a lot of individuals who are worried that the mRNA in the COVID vaccine will somehow insert itself into our DNA and change something about us. Actually, that's not true. The mRNA does not work that way. It doesn't have the tools that it would need to implant itself into your body. Rather, the mRNA produces a protein that helps your body respond as if you had the infection. So a lot of people are worried that by somehow getting this vaccine, it's going to change something about them. And thankfully, what we know is that that is not the way that it works.
In the United States, Black and brown communities are 2 to 3 times more likely to die from coronavirus. This is because of racism, not race. But what this translates to is because the severe reactions from the COVID-19 vaccine are so rare, if you are a member of the Black or brown community, you are 200 times more likely to die from coronavirus than you are to develop a reaction to the COVID-19 vaccine.
As an African-American female who's a physician, I actually felt that it was important for me to take a step to demonstrate to my parents, my brother, my sister, my aunts, my uncles, my grandmother, my friends, my community, that this was something we needed to partake in. People who look like me have been the ones most impacted. People who look like me have been the ones dying. And so I wanted to take a step forward to say, hey, we're going to be active in fighting this. And that way I can be someone who can answer questions and hopefully can be an example and invite you to join me.